Israel and United Arab Emirates have moved to establish diplomatic ties between both the countries. This was accomplished because of the support from the United States of America. All the three countries have now called this an historical move. What laid the groundwork for the deal? When you consider the last couple of years, these countries were in a business agreement, and with science and technology taking the precedence, they were able to accomplish backdoor channel diplomacy between United Arab Emirates as well as Israel. When it comes to the science and technology, we all know for the fact that science and technology in Israel is very much advanced. They have number of techniques like desalination, agricultural technology, which was used by multiple other countries. So one of the basic uses for United Arab Emirates was importing of science and technology when it comes to the desalination and also when it comes to the agricultural technology. Of late, what we see is increasing number of COVID-19 cases. To bring an end to this, what we require is vaccine development. Israel is currently engaging itself in the vaccine development. So in the near future, United Arab Emirates can get the vaccine from Israel, so it is supporting and gaining access to Israeli research so that in case they are able to find out, the same can also be provided to United Arab Emirates. And the most important of all, as to why they have come together, is because of a common enemy and antipathy towards Iran. Both Israel as well as United Arab Emirates have a common enemy in the form of Iran, and also pressure from United States of America also played a major role when it comes to the peace deal. When you go back to the February 2019, US had brokered what is called as the Security Conference in Warsaw to build a global strategy against Iran. It brought multiple countries like Saudi Arabia, Iran, Israel, and all these countries had secret talks with United States of America. So these secret talks have also led to United Arab Emirates and Israel currently entering into a consensus and also building up their diplomatic ties. So the UAE's aspirations to play a major role in the Gulf region also played a major part as to why they have entered into a diplomatic relationship. What does the deal say? When you look at the statements made by Benjamin in the past, he had said that he wanted to annex the Jewish settlements where in the West Bank. But after the deal was brokered, he has currently said that he does not want to annex the Jewish settlements in the West Bank. And at the same time, Israel and UAE would want to meet to sign the bilateral agreements, and that is in terms of investment, tourism, direct flights, security, telecommunication, technology, energy, environment, and establishment of reciprocal embassies between Israel as well as United Arab Emirates. Now let us understand the historical background. Why? Only when we know the historical background, we would be able to understand the significance of Israel-UAE pact. When you go back to the history books, what you have to realize is that there was no country called as Israel before 1945. The Jews world over came together and they established a country called as Israel. The minute it was established, the Arab countries did not take it lightly. They waged a war against Israel, and as a result, the first war with Israel was in the year 1948. This included Arab countries like Egypt, Transjordan, Syria and Iraq, which fought their first war with Israel in the year 1948. Why? Because they formed a country called as Israel, which became the home for all the Jews from different parts of the world. So this led to Israel winning over all these Arab countries. Why? One was because of the support from United States of America, and two, because of the technological superiority, and also because of arms and ammunition and advanced technology. After this war, Israel also fought another three wars. One is in 1956, and that is the Swiss conflict. Second was in 1967, which included Six-Day War. And third was in 1973, which included Yom Kippur War. Most important of all these three wars is the Six-Day War. What exactly happens? In this particular war, Israel was able to capture the Sinai Peninsula and Gaza Strip from Egypt, East Jerusalem and West Bank from Jordan, and Golan Heights from Syria. After these three wars were fought, the Arab countries came together and they enter into a broad consensus. So what is this broad consensus? That all the Arab countries will not have peace with Israel. There will be no talks with Israel, and at the same time, country of Israel will not be recognized by any of the Arab countries. This consensus built by the Arab countries was short-lived. Why? That is because of the capture of Sinai Peninsula. So this was the land of the Egypt. So Egypt had to take it back from Israel. So they enter into a peace agreement which was also monitored by United States of America. So what was this deal? They enter into what is called as the Camp David Accord of 1978. According to this particular deal, Sinai Peninsula would be given back to Egypt, and at the same time Egypt will recognize Israel as the country. So this peace talks or the consensus built by the Arab countries was immediately violated by Egypt. So Egypt happens to be the first country which recognizes Israel as the country. Why? Because of the Camp David Accord of 1978, which was also brokered by United States of America, and this was under the presidency of Anwar Sadat. After Egypt, Jordan becomes the second Arab country to sign a peace treaty with Israel. What happens in 1993 is called as the Oslo Accord. What is this Oslo Accord? According to it, the Palestine Liberation Organization recognized Israel, and at the same time they were also allowed to form what is called as the Palestinian Authority in West Bank and in Gaza. After this particular deal was brokered, Washington Declaration was initiated by the United States of America, where there was the peace agreement between Jordan as well as Israel. What does this deal with United Arab Emirates speak with respect to the Palestine? When we go back to the year 1978, that particular peace deal also said that there will be full implementation of the United Nations Security Resolution 242, which basically demanded Israel withdrawing from all the occupied territories. And at the same time, when we go back to the Jordan and the Israel treaty, there was also the formation of the Palestinian Authority in the West Bank and Gaza. So in the present context between United Arab Emirates and Israel, Israel has not given any concessions to the Palestine. The same was given in the past, but in the present context, concessions are not given. So what has been the response of Palestine? President Mahmoud Abbas of the Palestinian Authority, who was seeking for a two-state solution, has lashed out at United Arab Emirates and has called them betraying the Palestinian hope. So what have been the response of other countries? Many countries including European powers and India have supported this very move, and Palestinian leadership as well as Turkey and Iran have opposed this move of the United Arab Emirates. What are the geopolitical implications or ramifications because of this diplomatic ties? When we look at this particular picture, what we see is it is putting two important power blocks against each other. Israel and UAE come together and they are fighting a common enemy to alienate Iran. And at the same time, UAE will also be seen as a beacon of tolerance in the Middle East. It will also expose and bring across and advance its soft power by promoting cultural ties and also religious tolerance. And at the same time, United Arab Emirates will become a global center of commerce in the Gulf region. It is also planning to give initiative to the startup ecosystems. That is another region where Israeli companies would be able to launch their startups in United Arab Emirates. These are some of the global ramifications with respect to this issue. It is this that we have to understand with respect to this article. Now let's look into the next article.